Hey,
Oh,
hey, we need to add a T Ray show.
T Ray Square.
T Ray's got. Oh, I like it. He got to be on the platform, man. He got to get on the.
What if we took the railroad sign and the X? We just turned it like this, where it was T R and R.
Oh, look at see. There you go. That's some creativity.
That's your job. Make it so.
Look at that. That's nice.
1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. We're getting a bit of a late start. My own fault here. Yeah. Nitro 998. The Maverick 976. Beanie 921. Romania at 65.56 and Eco at 955.
Some amazing deals out there.
Those are some deals. Those not going to stay. Which one might stay the same? I'm going to take it as Eco. Nitro's going to hit 1,700.
It can't be the Beanie or the Maverick. They both got the crown necklaces, and Nitro is probably the big winner, except for the Romanian Princess.
Right, the Princess is probably going to hit 71 last night. I have good feelings about Romania. I think that could end up maybe 7,500.
All right,
a little better than last night. I don't know. What do you think, Dusty?
Yeah, we remember what the Romania Royal went for, right? It was one of the first ones out in the auction.
It was
for big money, so
it did.
It slid down. There it is. 71.25, just a little higher. 15.58, just shy of where I said 1,700.
Wow.
1,050 for the Maverick. Nice. 1,550 for Beanie and 10.33. There it is.
You were right.
You picked the loser there.
Pick the loser.
No, nobody loses on this one. 1,033 is a great price. That's a good deal.
Even the Maverick. Maverick's got a crown necklace. That's pretty snazzy for Maverick for good price.
Inched out the Echo right there. But 15.50 and 15.58. Nitro only just beat out the Beanie. What was it that got the Beanie going? The gold crown and the Foxy empowerment, maybe?
Could be. But I have the Romania Princess here.
Oh, tell us about it.
Yeah, let's see. Home to the underground glacier, the Scarapora Glacier found underneath the Bihor Mountains and is the second largest underground glacier in Europe with a volume of 75,000 cubic meters. The glacier has been in existence for more than 3,500 years, where the world's first top-scoring Olympic gymnast hails from. Her name is Nadia Comaneci. Remember that? Yeah, I remember that.
Sure.
First in the world to receive a 10 in the Olympic gymnastics competition during the 1976 Olympic Summer Games in Montreal, Canada. She boasts several gold Olympic medals and is part of the International Gymnastics Hall of Fame. Yep, I do. I remember her, man.
Yeah, I was 8 years old.
Yeah. Well, she made it to, I think, other ones after that. She was always around. I don't know if she was obviously in the Olympics, but she was always around. She was announcing or at least talking and kind of being a part of it, right?
Yep.
Very cool, man. Awesome.
I just noticed we went halfway up in the auction over the weekend. We're at 193.
Oh, is it 193?
193.
Halfway.
Over the hump.
We are second half. Woohoo!
It's all downhill from here.
It's downhill. There you go. That's awesome, man. Very cool.
193. There it is.
I think it was all downhill to here. I think it's uphill the rest of the way.
Look at this other number, 800 in the vault.
That Queen's tag. That's a good number right there, man.
You gotta like that. This one gets a share of that right there.
Well,
800, 136. That's a number that's a nice number to break there.
Did you go through any of the chat? I'm going to go through it while we're on here. Did you go through it or no?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
There's people jabbering up there. 19 people in there.
Yeah, man.
Commenting away.
Appreciate it. Appreciate seeing everybody. But what do you guys got? We got still some competition contests. We got poker night. We got a lot of stuff happening tonight. I don't know. You guys want to touch on it while I'm going through here?
Yeah, I mean the Twitter contest, the meme contest, it just keeps getting better and better. There's just more and more people doing it every day. We even had Ty239 do one today. That's insane, right?
That is insane. Yeah,
you wait till the last day, but yeah, it's getting better and better. The people are getting more and more talented. This is what we wanted to see, right? I mean, they're getting better and better at their memes. So putting more effort, putting more time into it. I did myself today. I think it took me like 45 minutes to do mine, So it's fun. It's definitely fun doing all this stuff. So, and then poker. We got poker tonight. So,
yep. And look, I didn't know. I mean, I don't want to be calling people out, but somebody must be saying stuff on Discord. But it's our good friend Austin's B-Day. So happy birthday, Austin. Yeah. Cool, man.
There you go. B-ha.
Is he like 17 today?
Yeah, 12. That's right. But that's awesome. Yep. Thanks, Robin. Appreciate that.
I think he's old enough to stay up this late now.
But should I spin? Should I go over? Do we want to talk about the poker night and the VI and what's the registration? What do you want to do, Tim?
Yeah, I mean, I just if you want to bring up your screen for you to register, that'd be great. But to talk everybody through it, that's Tuesdays and Thursday nights. We get together and play poker. It is free to join. BeTheAlpha.com. Let me get. I think that's subtly what you're trying to ask me for. The the Alpha. There it is. Oh, the passcode, is it still BHoneyNY or did it change up to?
I think it's BHoney1, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
BHoney1.
BHoney1. That's what I meant. The passcode. The passcode. I know Santisi likes when I call it the passcode.
So, so I got it in here. Then you just log in, and it will be socialbees.io right there. All right, see it? Got it. Lobby.
Oh, so I have to change that.
Register, yeah, man. Register
Social Bees
is BHoney1. You know what you said, right? BHoney1. Yep. There I am. And there I am. So jump in. There it is. We're going to be playing in about 25 minutes, and it's fun. And like I said, I don't know. Sometimes we go into Discord and talk junk to each other, and sometimes we just play. And I know a lot of times I've been learning that the texting on there now. It's good. It's not bad.
Yeah, you can use the chat room on the side. I have been lucky enough to earn 3 B-Honey myself for second place. Yeah. So it's always a good time when you make it to the end. Dusty, you have one championship under your belt?
I do. I should have more. I get a little like Ray. I bet a little heavy right there towards the end. So
yeah, it builds. Ray and I were talking right before the show. In the beginning, you're like, okay, whatever, $40, and then, but then when it builds up and you got big blind, little blind, and you got to commit to playing, you get a little nervous and excited, and you usually click that button, and all of a sudden you're in deep.
Well, yeah, you get a little loosey-goosey. And this is it in the global announces. I had to find it just, because that's where you find the hashtags, right? D-Ray?
Yep, that's where you find the theme and the hashtags. The hashtags are on the ornament.
Right. And then, like I said, yes, this is already day 5 that is on this one. This is for now, right? Everything that kind of wrapped up tonight is, you guys already have on the list. So this is for today, the rest of this evening, and tomorrow. Very cool.
Yep. And any of the winners, I'll start reaching out to you because we'll need to collect those ETH addresses, right? So do not send it to me. I will not accept it that way. I'll reach out to you, because I'm sure now that this has been said, people will go out and they'll act like they're you and send me an address, So I'll reach out to you. I've got all that contact information. So. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. The
funny elf. Yeah. Nice.
Funny elf. It
is a good one.
That will be a good one. And then today, Argentina.
Go ahead. Will Ferrell will get a lot of views tomorrow.
Yeah.
Argentina won today. If you guys,
Argentina dominated today. Yes. It was ugly. It was bad.
3-0. So congratulations, FOMO. I know he has both of either one.
FOMO won against himself. FOMO he won and he lost.
He's in the finals, and then we'll have to see who Argentina is going to be facing. But that's an awesome thing. Whoever wins in the finals is getting a princess, man. Very, very cool. Yep.
That is exciting.
Right. So
that's big news to have that princess, even though even we just saw that 800,000 bee honey sitting in that
yes.
Queen's vault.
It's a lot. It's beautiful, man. I love it.
Yes.
And all the rest of the big news today, obviously, we were here, we touched on it yesterday, but he was denied bail today, and he is fighting extradition from the Bahamas. Sure. I'm sure he wants to stay in the Bahamas. So, they came and, he's been indicted and he's got a lot of charges against him, and we shall see. It is funny that it's not, well, no, none of this is funny because I know people lost, money a lot. And he was still just the other day on Spaces, man. Yeah. And he's sitting there answering questions, and you can hear him in the background playing video games, man. I'm serious. It's crazy. It's like he wasn't taking anything very serious. But yes, now he should. And they got to watch his cell now. You don't want to. Poor guy. He's got problems now. But that is, man, indicted for fraud, money laundering, and campaign finance offenses. So there's quite a few things stacked up against him, and we shall see what's going to happen. Right?
I'm sure he'll be found guilty of fraud and money laundering, but the campaign finance. There's nothing wrong there.
Like nothing. What are you talking about?
Nothing to see here. It's
all legit. This has been the most.
He followed the proper channels on that one.
Yes. Anyways, so should we spin or should we wait for the end to spin? What do you guys want?
We can spin. We can go ahead and spin.
All right, cool. Look at that. So we have 35 people in here, and you're all in the wheel here, right? And here we go, man. Let's see.
Nice. Spin that wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Who's winning?
Winning some ETH. Here we go.
Who's going to get the call from D-Ray?
Oh, close to me. Jason Golly.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh. That's what I'm talking about.
He barely squeaked in today. Wow.
Did he really?
He barely got his entry in. So
all good, man. I like it. Hey, I was the one right before him too. It's like I'm just eking out. See, look, ray light. Oh, that's JP. My bad. All good. So that's it, man.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yep. And then I'll get a list from y'all tomorrow and plug it in again. Good stuff, man. So
more ETH rewarded out. Beautiful thing right here in the community.
Yeah. I mean, World Cup Soccer Bees going to be representing these folks here. Yeah. Awesome. I believe, right? Dusty?
It's actually going to have one of the World Cups staked into a pool. So that's 7 goals that will be going to 12 people. So
yep.
It's a nice pool.
It is a nice pool. So
nice. We haven't looked at the trait war. How many goals we working on for that one?
Trait war? I can go there. Let me see. Trait war.
I think last I looked was 84. We still need 84.
84 for that last Royal.
Mm-hmm.
It'll calculate up.
Has blue ever been leading?
No.
171 to 193. Come on, blue.
Look at that. 364.
Mm-hmm.
That's strong. And yes, 193. They are losing a little bit. Weren't they 54 or was it always 53? Huh?
No, it's fluctuated. It's got up to like 56 and it's got all the way down to 51%.
Yeah, I thought I saw 51.
Yeah.
I'm on the blue team. That's why I'm like, come on, blue. Maybe at the end we'll make a run for it.
And everybody remember, entry ends December 20th. We're only 7 days away from that, and it's done. It's over. So and
coming down to the wire. Let's see if we make it. I knew I had faith 350 we was going to do it. 450. Yeah, it's a little bit of a stretch. We're going to have to do some recruiting.
Hey, and how crazy it would it be? This is the Argentina Queen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Argentina's in the finals.
Ooh, that's right.
Isn't that something?
That could be.
And there's a whole lot of blue in that flag behind her. Come on, blue. Come on, blue.
But that's pretty impressive. That's pretty cool. If that's how it works out, man, there's something on the bees, man.
That is pretty cool. That's going to be fun.
So yeah,
I hope we get there. I got to do some recruiting for the blue side.
Yeah, whatever.
Pull it out for Argentina.
But a potential there, 325 ETH, excellent. Great stuff there. And then, like I said, I just had some things to talk about. Kind of wrapping it up. Is this? It's like a good bad chart, right? Pros cons, right? Is Web3 good for the world, right? And obviously, negatives not good, and positives are good. But if you see, it's just big chunks of just super FUD, right? This minus 70 up here, the most negative thing we've seen in Web3 is this thing with capital destruction via custodial systems, right? Like 3AC, FTX, traditional finance, and Luna. All of this stuff masquerading as decentralized finance. And it's not. It's the same old, everybody. And that's the biggest garbage that you see here. And what's crazy is that's really not Web3. That is something masquerading, just like it said, something fake, trying to act like it's over here in the crypto space. And this is it's the opposite. Has nothing to do with crypto. Like we've been laughing at that clown that just got arrested. He had everybody's stuff, right? He was able to open up the back door and give it to his girlfriend, right? The Alameda. So, however all this works out, it's wild. And I heard when I was listening, some of that Congress, they were questioning the guy who's rolling the bankruptcy out for FTX. He was literally, he said, and now the Bahamian government is getting all out of up in arms because he's like some of the people that hacked were literally the Bahamas, right? The governments of the Bahamas, because they were going in and getting what they thought was theirs, right? So that was some of the big explosive stuff. That was really the only thing that came out. That was something, because the Bahamian government said that's false, that's wrong. But that's what the guy said. I mean, he's the one that's in control. He's the CEO now of FTX, and is letting it go through bankruptcy, right? And so he knows. But that is what he said. He said Bahamas hacked some of the system, and it's crazy, man. And then look at this other one that's a big chunk. I mean, you add it up, it's almost 100. It's a big chunk, right? Worthless projects or Ponzi schemes. We've said it many times. A lot of crypto is just garbage and fake and hype and just nothing, right? That's we've seen it the whole time we've been in this space, how fake and stupid it is. Even with the ICO and back then, initial coin offerings, when people would launch a token to get a bunch of money, and then go and tell you, hey, we're going to go build the blockchain now, or we're going to go and build this project out, right? Or we're going to go make this tool for Web3. That's not what any of this is about. It's all garbage. And I wish I kept that up, but I had another article that was talking about just in 2021, 3,380, something like that. 3,380 tokens were removed from CoinGecko. And Tim, remember we used to go through them, right? They're just all guard. They call them zombie tokens now, right? There hasn't been trading on them for like 2-3 years.
Right.
So a lot of that stuff is getting just wiped out, and it was garbage. It was always garbage, right?
Yeah. So, anybody who could launch a coin just did and said, "Oh, this is going to be the next big thing," and sold it to their friends and family, and then sat there and did nothing. Didn't develop anything else after it. Didn't have a plan, and just went nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And what the ecosystem really needs is to build decentralized immune systems against bad actors. Don't give them any oxygen. Don't do any. That's why, again, that's why I appreciate just Tim and now D-Ray. A lot of us, we just been on YouTube kind of talking about our own ecosystem, going through the news. We're not just here pumping. Now we'll make jokes like I'll tell you maybe sometimes go get a ledger or something like that. But that's those are hardware wallets that you would want. But it's never pumping and pushing out garbage. Everything in our ecosystem, like I said, it's not financial advice. We all own it. Of course, we want it to do well, but I believe in it. Right? I'm a full-on believer. of what's going on here, and I know how the team that was building it, and the kind of the ideas and the ideals about what's going on. It's never been about all this hype and all this stuff up like that. And we can just generally watch out and make sure that people aren't preyed upon. I know that's another thing this group has always done is take care of people and help them with safety and security, and even too when they might have got some NFTs or something taken from them, it was always where they was trying to help them retrieve that stuff. So again, that's what I'm saying. It's very good and comfortable, obviously, where we're in this community here. That's why you need to find stuff like that. But another thing is this ransomware and money laundering. It's happening a lot over here, right? And since it's the Wild West, you're starting to get that all the time. You know how anybody says you get them stupid emails and says, "Hey, we got images of you. Give us all your Bitcoin, and this is the address, or we're going to release all this stupid information on you." So that is kind of the ransomware, money laundering. Obviously, it happens here on Web3. It's still happening on Web2. It's nothing new. But right there, that is all just straight garbage. It has nothing to do with what really Web3 is, right? And then down here, carbon output, proof of work systems, very minute, and then carbon output, proof of stake systems. It's neutral, right? Surveillance, positives and negatives. And I was looking at that with that today. I think there's a little more negative in that surveillance stuff, or just being able to track your transactions. In Web 2, financial things are a little more, I guess, secure in that system right now, because when you do stuff on the blockchain and in decentralized systems right now, it's always forever on the blockchain. The transparency is always there. And there are ways to kind of figure out what those addresses are. I know we talked about anonymity and things like that, but that's one of the things that I think is more, I would say that there should be more of a number on there for negativity, because it is. I also know, and I'm looking up, there's a lot of projects working on that for safety and privacy and things like that, because there should be that kind of stuff, because you're talking about your finances, your money. And when, things maybe be going well for you, you don't want everybody knowing your business, right? And I'm just, that's just common sense, I think, right?
Absolutely.
Transparent ledgers can help combat money laundering. There's another, and this is the plus side. We're going to go through some of that stuff. Transparent ledgers make it easier for law enforcement to do their jobs when it comes to following the money in dark enterprises. Web3 can be a positive for humanity and just people in general in this area. So removal of unnecessary third parties. That's this next one down here. That's another thing. That's one of the big ones for me is I'm really a big proponent on that. I love that, because that's what I think DeFi for us is all about. When we were experiencing that back in 2020, that was incredibly exciting to see, where you're compounding and operating like a bank and using your capital in many different ways. That was amazing. So I really like the third party getting out of my business, because the old financial system, it's still going to use that. That is still always going to continue to go on. And that is where the banks and all of these paper, stockbrokers, whatever, any of these, that's where they make all their money, because they're taking it, right? They're the ones doing it for you. They're making sure you're secure, but you go and get crumbs, right? You get the breadcrumbs. So, that's kind of all that stuff and what's going on. The potential to reduce financial collapse. Again, we see this is cycles. That's all you hear about is cycles in central finance. It happens all the time. Every 8 to 10 years, there's this cycle, right? We're supposed to count on the Federal Reserve. They're always looking out for us. Sure they are. And these things, have these bubbles, and then they get popped, right? We've been experiencing it still in crypto, though. We have those there as well, right? We're in one of those bear markets right now. But everything I've seen and what we're looking at, it really looks like everything we're kind of coming out of that. I mean, maybe starting to get into crypto spring, but in crypto spring, there's still massive volatility. You're going up, you're going down, you're going up, just like in the normal spring. It gets cold, it gets hot. It gets cold, it gets hot. But it looks like
it's got to thaw. Winter's got to thaw, right?
It does. Yes, it does. You got to thaw. Got to, because they got to shake it out. But you're seeing, I mean, that's all of this stuff. This stuff with the FTX, man, I was happy to see all of those cryptocurrencies just being removed from CoinGecko. That's it. A lot of garbage, man. A lot of garbage. And I'm going to just read the highlights here because we're about to, come up on 5 minutes for the game. Web3 remittances are game changers. Absolutely. You hear that from third world countries. We hear that that's a huge thing, right? That's going to save a lot of people a lot of money. Access to stable tokens or stable coins from anywhere, especially in areas where the world where hyperinflation happens. Argentina was going to win the World Cup. They just had a hyperinflation a few years ago. Web3 is pressuring big tech to reform. And obviously, that's why Elon Musk picked up Twitter, because he's going to use that as some kind of transactional system. And that's going to put a lot of pressure on these big tech because they won't be able to keep their communities together. People are going to go off and go where they are the owner of their assets, or they're the owner of the content that they create. That's the big thing. So that's going to be a great thing. Separation of money. States create more decentralization and sovereignty. So that's what we're talking about. We want more decentralization. That's what we're about. Carbon footprint reduction. You saw that happened just with Ethereum just this year. So that was a big deal. It went down 99%. The energy efficiency. Now there's nothing to even bring up about Ethereum with that. Multi-sigs, simplify the management of common property. We'll see that. We'll start seeing that in our DAO. You're going to start seeing that in sub projects of the DAO, and in the bees. Is that being used in many different ways? Here's another one. DAOs are pioneering exciting democratic governance approaches. So that's one we're right in the middle of. So there is DAOs are going to kind of change the way companies or corporations are going to operate in the future. Web3 enables new political economies, the ability to earn from anywhere. That's what we see with the guy in El Salvador, right?
Yeah.
He's got the Bitcoin bonds. There's going to be all kinds of new ways that governments that are going to be able to do things that want to really embrace this technology. It's great. And money has poured into privacy, tech, plus new primitives that wouldn't have, right? So that's another thing. You are seeing a flood of technology, a flood of engineers, a flood of developers, all kinds of smart, very intelligent people flooding into this space. That's why we've never even faltered, never even worried about any of these prices, because we knew that this is blockchain, man. Nobody's going anywhere. It's just this crazy with these people that are doing this traditional finance and trying to bring that same old stupidness over here.
I think it shows the power of DeFi. That all this news has come out over the last couple months. You've got exchanges crashing and all that stuff, and the price of crypto really hasn't been impacted that much, right? I mean, if this would have happened last year, ETH would have probably been down below 1,000. Probably down below 700. I just think that shows the power. I know a lot of people's lost a lot of money, but it shows where a lot of people are sitting at. They're sitting on the decentralized finance side of this. So
yeah, I'm
excited, man. When the ice falls, it's going to be crazy.
It is going to be crazy, Dusty, because like you said, I mean, it's wild that I thought it was going to actually go below 1,000, because this is you're talking about this guy had a lot of Bitcoin, a lot of assets, a lot of stuff, a lot of people. There are a lot of very famous people and people that are in the financial markets. Mark Cuban, you got the Shark Tank, guy. It's not like these people are dumb in finance. So yeah, I'm surprised.
And Mr. Wonderful was in on FTX as well.
That's right.
So I mean, they all put a portion. The thing is, they allocate a certain amount towards risky stuff, and then they have stuff which not so risky. So I mean, you don't get to be the billionaire just throwing the dice around. They have managers that help them take care of that stuff. But some big stakes, they're still not, it's not chump change when they put it in there. So yeah, he wants transparency. He was in on the news saying he wants transparency. He wants to know where it all went. And of course, he'd love to see some of it come back to the investors.
Yep.
But that's the game. That's the game they play.
That's right. Right on. And I see Hatsack in there. Bring the alpha, be the alpha, and bring your poker face. So yeah, we're about to play. It's 2 minutes away.
There was one.
They've also got a trait roll going on in the morning too on their space. It's gonna be fun.
FOMO head at 9.
The games don't end. The games don't end.
FOMO head at 9. Geezers at 11. Donna Night Owl. She has on Wednesdays. I don't want to going through all this. There's Will T. There's a lot. Honey Radio. A lot of people go and follow what they're doing and check out their spaces. So it's excellent stuff, man.
This question was in there from before. I know we're finishing up, but John G wants to know if the losing team, which might be blue at this time for the trait wars, do they get anything, or do they get some kind of lesser share, or how's that work?
No, there's a randomizer, and it like look how many games were played in the World Cup, right? So there's going to be all kinds of games played, and this randomizer is going to be like every other day. I don't know for sure exactly the time frame, but there's all these games going on. So the red team has 47% chance to win. Blue team has whatever the little more chance to win, right? But if they don't get anything that day. The next day it'll do the roll again, and then they get the whole lion's share. So it'll just volley back and forth. Yeah. So
it's just weighted towards the red, but it doesn't mean that blue's going to be out cold.
Yeah. Right.
No. Blue's going to win some. Both teams will win.
They'll get a little bit.
Gotcha.
Great team red. He's got the poster behind.
That's right. Cool. Mr. Cool. Oh yeah, that's right. So hey, I appreciate everybody. That was great. Thanks for everybody kind of jumping on and questions are awesome. Put them in there. If you didn't get anything answered, put them in the comments and give us a like and share these videos. And we'll see you over there playing poker. I appreciate everybody.
Yeah, jump in bethealpha.com, the Social Beast tournament, and Bee Honey 1.
Right on.
There it is.
Thanks,
leave it there. See you on the tables.
Thanks, D-Ray. Thanks, Tim.
Good night, everybody.
All right.